Hello. So I have a quick question. Has anybody else had a week this week? I mean, wow. So I had every intention of putting this video up last Friday, except I came home from running my daughter's Girl Scout troop last Friday. I'm a Girl Scout leader. And I came home to my youngest, who's 2, having somehow fallen, but she's the 3rd kid, so we didn't even see it, and having broken her foot. So I had to rush Sophie to the emergency room nearby and was there until midnight. So needless to say, you guys didn't get to see what an apple cider hot toddy is last week. You're getting it today. Because on top of Sophie having a broken foot and us spending the last 6 days in the doctor's offices with her, my older 2 now have what the doctor is calling a flu-like virus. I'd rather he just call it the flu because it's got all the symptoms of it. Everybody's got a fever. Everybody doesn't feel good. But nobody has Tamiflu because it's not the flu. Yay! Anyway, so we have 3 sick children in our house, and that means that I need a beverage. Just keeping it real, people. So, tonight we will be having an apple cider hot toddy, because even though it is about 70 degrees here in South Carolina, love it here, even during winter. Even though it's that warm, a nice comforting hot toddy is what makes everybody feel better. So, this is what we're gonna do. Just realized I forgot a spoon. So, in here, every time I do one of these videos, I seem to spill something on myself. So this, I poured it into something with a spout so that I won't spill. The reality is I'm a klutz. Sorry. So today we will be making apple cider hot toddies. I use spiced apple cider that I buy at Trader Joe's just because I think it's yummy. So you're going to fill your mug, and that's what my mug says. I get my mugs personalized from this awesome Facebook page called Max Silly. I will post her link down in the comments. Just as being honest, she's my cousin, and I mean, these are amazing. So I fill my mug 3/4 of the way full with warm apple cider. I have already taken my apple cider and warmed it up in the microwave. That's as complicated as I get for a hot toddy. Some people make their hot toddies with water. I think that why should I not use something like apple cider that's going to add even more flavor to my hot toddy than just plain water. So I use apple cider. I warm it up. I throw it in the microwave because I don't even have a tea kettle. And then I take what is officially the world's largest bottle of Jack Daniel's honey. It's still we've had this bottle since Christmas. We are not alcoholics. It's about halfway full. My brother-in-law comes over a lot. This is my husband and my brother-in-law drink. So in each of these mugs, you're going to put 1 shot of Jack Daniel's with honey. And the reason that I use the Jack with honey is because I think it adds a lot more flavor. It's not just plain bourbon, which you can use, and which in this house we have plenty of. This is my husband's mug. We've got plenty of bourbon. So you're going to take your warmed apple cider and your 1 shot of Jack with honey, and then you are going to take honey. Here's a little hint about honey. Did you know where honey comes from? Here's a little quiz. Honey comes from bees. Bees make their honey from pollen. If you don't know the details of how honey comes about, watch the Bee Movie with Jerry Seinfeld. It's very educational. My kids have had it on repeat lately. Anyway, local honey is a great way to fight allergies because the local pollen is in your local honey. So my allergist actually told me that. So we started using a teaspoon of local honey every day, and that's really helped us all with our allergies. So I buy my honey from the Carolina Honeybee Company, which is near where I live. And it comes in the spout, which makes things so much easier because you never get the bottom of the bottle. So I give a couple of pumps in each of my mugs and a couple in this one. There we go. And then you stir the whole thing with a cinnamon stick. And you just leave the cinnamon stick inside, and because the mug is warm and because the cider is warm, it melts the honey and it melts the cinnamon stick, and as you're drinking your hot toddy, the cinnamon stick will slowly start to kind of dissolve a little bit in there and add the cinnamon flavor into your spiced cider hot toddy, and it will be completely delicious. And for me, it is exactly what the doctor ordered this week. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Talk to you soon. Bye.